to everything, basically, because this is like an existential crisis journal. I'm gonna be like showing it and all that. I'm kind of air hungry, which means I can't breathe enough to feel comfortable. First question, what does it mean to exist? Yeah, I think that it means to die, since we all die, so I write that down. It means to die. Since it's like inescapable due to like old age or like hunting, because how can I like, yeah, that's kind of it. Getting the right angle. Turn the music off, gonna get me copyrighted. Because of hunting and old age. But I don't really believe in anything, so what it means to exist is that we just spawned randomly. And no one spawned us in. Existential crisis journal. No one. How do I spell no one? Oh yeah, that's how I spell it. No one spawned us, we just spawned. I don't know why I'm an atheist, but I don't know. And also, I don't think I believe in ghosts, maybe. But apparently energy cannot be started, made, or ended. Something like that. Energy can't be created or end. Die or be created. So ghosts aren't real. And there's no true evidence. But spirits could be. I won't know till I see a spirit for real and I sense it completely. And if I keep noticing signs of spirits like for like years, then I'll know. And not enough time and repeated stuff. And history repeats itself. History repeats. All right, I'm writing that. History repeats. The universe has no conscience. So not aware it exists. The universe itself, it just kind of makes coincidences for whatever reason. The universe might feel emotions, but doesn't actually feel them, just acts like it does, kind of. The universe itself is just kind of everything, is how I consider it, like outer space, and there's Earth, and there's like solar system and all that. It's just the way time technically works, and time is just like the way stuff repeats itself, like the sun and then the moon. It's kind of like the clocks were just created and calendars were created. That's the next question. I'm getting off track. So I think I've written a lot of that down. I might leave it on a cliffhanger. Oh, there's all these pages for like big writers. Personal values. I'm not gonna do that. That's therapy stuff on this page because it says personal values list my core values and beliefs and how do they shape my decisions. What if I just don't? Because it seems a little personal. Hello. I've written down like the page like a couple minutes ago on this. It was missed. You joined late. And this one says exploring identity. This page. Reflect on how you perceive your own identity. How do you define yourself, and has this definition changed? Wow. I think that we're all just souls. That's all I have to say. So I'm writing down we're all just souls. Because if we're anything else, then it would kind of low-key be a stereotype. Like, we're not our gender, we're not really our age, we don't always act like our age. We're kind of our life experiences, though, that make us seem like a certain age. But we are just kind of our emotions, like the same emotions that we've always had. Emotions can change too, though, but we're all just souls, definitely, I know. The nature of reality. Our perception shapes everything. That's the answer to the question. How does your perception shape your reality? Our perception, it just happens. We perceive things based off of our souls. Our souls decide how to perceive things. My eyes are dry, so I was doing the blink thing and then the breathing thing because my lungs hate me. I know it looks dorky. It like shapes everything. It shapes everything because nothing has meaning. The only thing that has meaning is our literal emotions. So like our emotions are how we perceive things. Our emotions. I'm writing our emotions. What do they do exactly? Shape everything. Because of like pessimistic people and then optimistic people, seeing the world a really bad way and a really good way. Same way that some things are too good to be true, which people say is pessimistic, also some things are too bad to be true. So that means literally nothing is just, everything is indifferent. Kind of like death. Life is similar to death. But some things definitely are seen as good. Like something we can all agree on is that we love the sun. And that we love fulfilling our needs, because all people need to fulfill the needs of food and water and exercise. Either exercising the brain or exercising physically. So those are some optimistic things naturally, and like pessimistic things is like being hunted, which is a part of life for an optimistic reason for the hunters. So it can literally be just perceived in any way, so nothing has meaning. And I don't really care if nothing has meaning. I'm personally not a nihilist, and I'm not really an absurdist either. I'm kind of more on the absurdist side sometimes, but I just don't really care, and I just live life on the flow, go with the flow. And others should probably too. I really can't breathe, I guess. Okay, now this book is trying to do therapy on me. I'm just gonna skip that too. A lot of blank pages. Wait, what did it say? Now it's getting personal again. What if I did therapy like on others? Like what I wrote down here, it's about existential anxiety. I'm gonna read what I said in here earlier before I started this live. After having a way to liquid, I can't read my own writing. Lucid, why did I write like that? I'm trying to figure out what I wrote, oh my gosh. Oh, after having to figure out a dream, people can get uneasy. But to fix that, it would be like the thought of like I'm maybe still dreaming, others can think. Or what if this is real or not, people get. But dreams are just our subconscious. And then death just has no meaning. And even if it doesn't, it just doesn't. And there's evidence to that because dead people, they don't really move a lot. They don't react to death after they're already dead. So that means that they're probably good. And we'd probably be able to sense it, but if we can get a little scared and sense things that aren't there. If we get like scared enough, it's normal. Existential anxiety, it's just natural. It's just a fear that happens from overthinking. So like I said, to like stop thinking negative things, think positive things, to like over the negative things, since really everything has no meaning. So we don't have to worry about being like negative to be disappointed with something when something like happens in the wrong way. I'm saying it wrong. So people will expect bad things to happen, and then they'll think bad things will happen, so that when the good things happen, we don't realize the good things happening because we think it's bad. So it's cause, like nothing really has like meaning. So that's just a good way to think, maybe, I guess. Just an opinion. Well, I kind of did that book. I'm kind of speaking wrong, I guess. I'm tired, sleep deprived, you know? Meaning in suffering. Oh yeah, suffering definitely teaches people, failing. It teaches. I'm writing. It teaches anyone. And we can adapt through everything. Like every bad thing that happens, our brains will build us up to it. What on earth is this? A Q&A sticker? Sweet or salty snacks? Salty. I'm writing down salty. I don't know how this popped up. I already answered salty. Oh, start Q&A. What was I going about again? It teaches everyone, is what I wrote, yeah. How to, if that suffering happens again, then we're able to like power through it from our past experiences with the suffering. So suffering isn't even real either, you know? Nothing's real. I don't know how I can say that so calmly. Because I am an existential ponderer. I've over-pondered everything so much that I don't even get scared anymore, or existentially scared. So that happens again. I'm writing down when bad things happen again, like trauma. Sort of like trauma. We're able to go through it with responses. Able to get through it with responses. Hopefully I can reread this again if I have to. With brain's trauma responses. They're there for a reason. La-di-da-di-da. That is my terrible handwriting. And it's inverted, so it can't be read. I think I ran out of brain juice. So I'm done with this for now. So thank you to the 2 people that have watched this live. I am grateful though. That was a joke. Oh, that was a sassy joke. But I will live stream like again eventually. And that's all for today. Bye!